Hey everybody, welcome to our live chat. I am Heather and we come to you live each and every day so you can learn more about LUMINESS, what we have to offer, anything and everything LUMINESS. And so we have obviously Airbrush makeup is what you know us for, but we also have color cosmetics and skincare. And so I want to start off this time doing some lip care. I'm going to use our lip scrub real quick, but as we do the lip scrub, and this is it, I love it. Smells delicious. I'm just gonna rub that in. A little bit goes a long way. And as I'm doing my lip care, hey Shirley, how are you? As I'm doing my lip care, like that, and rubbing that in, we are going to look at our starter kits. We look at our starter kits all the time because we know that there's different levels of people here. There's people that are interested in it. There's people that are waiting on it. There's people that have it and they haven't opened it up yet. And so, and there's people who've been airbrushing for a while. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to Ooh. And so we know that there's people that have been airbrushing for a while. There's people that are waiting on it. There's people that haven't opened it, all the different levels. So we always go over the starter kit. Hello, Ruby. How are you? Good morning, Candy. Good to see you. So let me find my little starter kitty. There we are. This is the Icon. We also have the Icon Pro and the Legend. And of course, we have the Breeze, which is our new cordless one. And they all come with makeup. They're all operated about the same, and they all come with makeup. So we give you everything you need to get started, guys. So we have the 2 bottles of foundation. You're picking a range of makeup, whether it's fair, medium, tan, warm, deep, or rich. And then we also give you Love and Blush. And we give you two colors. They're not the same, but they're similar. So as long as you're in that range, it'll be amazing. And then the blush is super high pigmented, meaning it's going to bloom. And then the Love is a highlighter, hydrating illuminator that's going to give your skin some luminosity, not necessarily shimmer like a luminizer or one of our palettes. It just gives your skin some luminosity. So I always like to mix it in with my foundation, mix it in with my blush to kind of change up the look. And this right here is what we want you to do when you get it out. We want to feel that air. Just get it out, feel the air. Don't do anything. Just turn it on, feel the air. Bum, 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 bum. Just feel that air and feel how it's going to feel on your face. Wherever you feel the air is where the makeup goes. Okay, so that takes the guesswork out. That's why getting used to that movement, you don't have to do it fast. You're not doing a free for all. Just move that stylus around, keeping it 4 finger widths away, just feeling the air. Then I want you to put water in there and airbrush water on your face. And that way you get to work on lightly pulling back on that trigger. And that again is going to help you practice. Next thing I would do is I would take a tissue, fold it up and airbrush a tissue, keeping it 4 finger widths away, keeping it moving, all of that good stuff. But those are steps that are going to help you get going, get moving, and shake your caboose. Okay, so that's going to help you get used to it. And then we haven't even done makeup on our face yet. So do those things. Okay, I hate to tell y'all this, but the pomegranate lip scrub tastes really good. And I didn't have breakfast. Just kidding, don't eat it. But it is good. Hey, Sarah, good to see you, my friend. Good morning, LUMINESS. Good morning, Veronica. We need to name LUMINESS today. Let's name her. Anybody have any ideas? I named her yesterday. Do I need to let somebody else name her? Let's name her, I don't know. Let's name her Lily. Today your name is Lily LUMINESS, because that's my daughter's name. All right. let's get started because Mama needs to put some makeup on. All right, so when we get started, I am going to use the Breeze today. And in the links in the description, there's some links in there, and I put, hi Pam, how are you? From Alabama. Hey Patty, good to see you guys. If you're on here, say hi to me. I love hearing from you guys. Love it. And I am watching YouTube and Facebook, so bombard me. See if I can't keep up. So anyway, getting started with our system. And in the links, I did put the we have an amazing Mother's Day extravaganza going on. We have Mother's Day sets. We have 5 for 5. So you really want to check them out. And I did put the link in there. So, oh, Jeannie, you're so she said Heather's system or Heather's live saved me from throwing out the whole system. Well, we don't want that. We don't want that. And that's what, you know, guys, I always tell you that there is a learning curve. You've been doing traditional makeup up until this point, and now I'm telling you, don't touch your face. You don't want to see it go on. So it goes against everything we know. And so that's going to take some getting used to. I don't care how makeup savvy you are. It really does. It does take some getting used to. But don't throw it away. Don't give up. Come to our lives. Book an appointment. You gotta stick with it, because once you have that moment, you're gonna be like, oh my Lord, I love it. And there you go. All right, so I named this one Peachy Pink, because I kind of want to do that peachy pink look. I am going to use our Nude and Naughty. I don't know what kind of peachy pinks we have going on. I might have to use another one. And we're going to do contouring. Oh, I remembered just now. Just now I remembered. I might use the Optics palette. I'm going to get that one out too. And let me get out this, where's my matte bronzer? Where's my matte bronzer? There it is. So I got my matte bronzer, which we're going to do contouring with. Contouring airbrush. You know, you can do regular makeup too. So yeah. Hi Francis, how are you? Bethany, good to see you, my friend. And oh, you know what I want to use now too, because I named this Peachy Pink. Anybody? What do you think I'm going to use? What do you think I'm going to use? Anyone? Where is it? Peach Color Corrector. Bethany, I didn't know you were going to be here, and I already named her. Her name is Lily today. I named her yesterday and today. So we will use Natasha. Remember this, Luminous. Well, we're going to use Natasha tomorrow. How are you doing, Bethany? Still working hard? All right. So I am going to go in, and I'm going to use the Peach Color Corrector. Oh, man, that one's not open. Let's see if I have one that's open. I know I do. Yep, I do. Speaking of that, when I was a baby, my parents had me on, because I'm older, my parents had me on an actual recorder, like a tape recorder, going, because anytime I wanted to do something myself, I would go, I do. Oh, yay, Bethany. I'm glad you're here. All right, I'm putting 4 drops of the Peach Color Corrector in my system here. This is your makeup well. This is how you turn it on with the Breeze. I can put my lid down, and this is your trigger. With the regular airbrush or the icon or the other, this is your button here. And look, guys, this is so small and compact. You can travel with this one too. Here you have your stylus, makeup well, trigger, and the makeup comes out here. Oh, that's right, Bethany. Well, we're glad you're back with us. We are, and I'm so sorry. Hey, Laverne, good morning. Oh, I love Laverne's on YouTube said, I had a lot of those woohoo moments. Love doing my makeup with Luminess. Awesome sauce. We love hearing that. All right, so I am going to put this on my lid because my lids are darker, and lightly pulling back and making my move. So I do put it underneath. Hey, Nora. Nora loves Luminess. She was like coming out of the gate. Love Luminess. Well, we love you. Now, guys, when you're doing it underneath, know that that first pass that you make, not going to cover it, probably, depending on what you have to cover. You're probably going to have to go back and make a couple of passes, but you can make as many passes as you want. As long as you're airbrushing correctly, it's not going to look heavy, cakey. And then I'm just using the Peach Color Corrector all the way around, kind of do. I think I have something black on my glasses that I was wearing earlier. I got these marks. All right, so now, oh yes, happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Anybody know why we have Cinco de Mayo? And why we celebrate it in the States? Anyone? Anyone? All right, so now I do have the Peach Color Corrector on, and I am going to do our translucent powder. If you don't have this one yet, guys, you're missing out. It is amazing. It is a true translucent powder, and I am I'm putting it on before I airbrush. I love the Peach Color Corrector. Is the Peach Color Corrector I like because it's good for any skin type. We have Musette on here. She's a longtime user. She uses it religiously, and she's darker skin tone. Like I think she's a 8 or 9. And then I can use it too. And so it is a little bit easier to use, but it's great for dark circles, sunspots, brown spots, anything that's going to have like a darkness deep to it. And so you can use that underneath the eyes, on the sunspots. That's why I did it over here. However, if you have red, like redness that you want to get away, you would use the green. But I have both. But my dark circles and my dark lids bother me more than the redness. And so I use the peach to correct that. And then I'll still use the peach on the redness. I'm not a big like, use the peach, then use the green, then use the, no. Let's simplify this bad boy and just use one, and then we can move on. Good morning, Linda. Bethany, I want us to check this out because I don't think it's independence. I actually think it's the union of Mexico and the United States getting like the joining of the countries. That's what I heard today. That's why I know. That's why it's celebrated here, from what I understand. Correct me if I'm wrong. What causes dark circles? Dark circles can be caused with hereditary, like some women just have. Hey, Jackie, how are you? Some women just have, good morning, Martin, dark circles, period. They just do, because their mom had it, so on down the line. What happens is this, we know the skin under here is thinner than the rest. And so that's why we always want to be careful with our under eyes. Use your ring finger if you're ever tapping it out. Use your ring finger because your ring finger is the weakest finger. But you never want to pull hard or be rough under here because this skin is thin. And so when we start aging and losing density, you'll see it just gets thin. And so you'll see like you're depleting, your skin's depleting. So you end up seeing it. So like if you had, let's say you had fillers, you could put fillers in here and it would go whoop and it would disappear because then you have more space between your skin and the blood. Does that make sense? But there's all kinds. honey, if you didn't sleep well, you might have dark circles, or, you know, there could be a lot of different things, but like I have some sunspots here. So there's a lot of different reasons why you might have it. Oh, look at LUMINESS. LUMINESS Googled it. I'm guessing. But no, a lot of people do think it's independence. Mexico Army defeated the French, which did lead to their independence, but it's not their Independence Day. There you go. There you go. Informative about the world and makeup. Bam. All right, so I just powdered my face. Oh, well, there you go. LUMINESS is a history major. Who knew? We're learning so much about LUMINESS today. All right, so now I'm going in and I'm going to do eyes. So, yeah, I'm going to do eyes. I need to put this in front of me so I remember it. Taking my blending brush, and I'm going to go in. I'll do this one. It's kind of a reddish peachy brown, and I'm going to do this in my crease. Informative and beautiful. I just thought it was a day that we could drink margaritas. Right? Thank you, Nora. All right, so I'm just blending and I'm blending. Did anybody do anything for May the 4th be with you? All right, so I'm just going to blend this and blending and blending and blending. And I'm going to blend that in a little bit. Now, how far you want to blend this in, guys, your eyes, is it's up to you. It is up to your eyes. So know that the more you go in with a dark color, it will close up the eye. So if you have smaller eyes, you might want to stop, you know, halfway and just blend it. But another little secret, even if you did, like, I would consider this kind of a medium shade. If I went back, and I'll just do one side to show you, I could do another pop of some darkness here, another pop of, and see, let me see how that opens it up even more, because I'm creating more depth here, right? This is good, but even if I did bring that in a little bit more and you felt like it was closing up your eyes, just put another little pop of a darker shade here to open them up even more. Make sense? Can y'all see the difference? Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. All right, so now I'm going to do this one. I wish my daughter, they had to wear like a Star Wars shirt to school. I don't have one for her. And I am a Star Wars baby. Laverne, I asked Alexa. Oh, so Laverne asked Alexa, and Alexa said, Mexico wins the battle with, I'm not, with that person, in 1862, and we celebrate in the United States for the Mexican-American culture. Margaritas! See, I was right. I knew there was a reason to drink margaritas. Yeah, I knew. All right, so now another trick is, again, if you get too far in, you can take, I'm going to take a matte shadow, almost my skin color, maybe a little bit lighter, and I can just tap it on the inside and kind of blend out where the darker shade is. See? Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. So these are all little tricks. Like, I mean, guys, with makeup, very rarely do you need to start over, because there's always ways to tweak it. Always go lighter, because it's easier to add than it is to take away. And so you can keep adding to it, but it's harder to take it away. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm going to line kind of between the peachy brown and the dark brown. And because I'm doing eyeshadow, it's softer. It's not pulling. I'm not pulling underneath that eye. I literally, I need eye drops. My eyes feel itchy. All right. But isn't every day a margarita day? That's what I like to think. All right. So there we go there. So eyes. So what I've done so far is the Peach Color Corrector, powder, and then my eyes. Now I do my eyes first sometimes in case there's any fallout. I'm able to clean that up before doing the foundation. Airbrush makeup lasts for so long that it doesn't, you don't want to mess it up. And so, and it doesn't move. And so when you do that, you can go ahead and clean it up and then do the foundation. And that way, bam, you're done. All right. So now I'm going in, I'm going to shake up my bronzer, and I'm using the matte bronzer. You can use the matte to contour. You can use a matte bronzer. If you're a shade 3, you can contour with a shade 4 or 5. It doesn't have to be an extreme. Okay. So if you're like, oh, I'm scared to contour, because remember, airbrush or makeup foundation evens you out. It makes you flat. And so adding the color back, even if it's blush, doing a little bit of contouring is giving your face some shape. I have a rounder face. I want to give me some cheekbones. I want to get rid of this. And so those are things that I do when I do my makeup. Okay. I can do it after with the cut 1 or cut 2, but I can also do it with a airbrush product because it doesn't have to be the bronzer. It can be a shade or 2 darker. We have a lot of people that when they first started out, we're like, there's no way I'm going to contour. And what ends up happening is, okay, they're like, oh, I'll try it. And then they love it. And then they understand it. It's taking those baby steps. I tell you guys to do something fun, do something different before taking your makeup off. If you screw up, it doesn't matter. Taking your makeup off. You might find it's easier than you thought, or you might try a red lip and you love it. So it's up to you. All right. So now I'm going in. I can feel, and I'm going to do it with the breeze. I can feel that air. So I know, like, I feel air from here to here. That is my brush. That is how wide my brush is. So when I'm airbrushing, I might come in, when I'm contouring, I might come in a little bit closer to narrow it down a little bit. But this is also going to show you how light you're spraying. Because I go back and forth. I kind of keep going, and I keep going, and I keep going, and I keep going until I get it to the intensity that I want, okay? So coming in, making my movements, and now lightly pulling back on my trigger. You can kind of see it. I could stop there if that's all I wanted, but I'm going to go to the other side. Do my temple area, neck. Go back here. And even if you do this, like I always tell you guys to move the stylus, move your breeze, move it before pulling back, because that's going to help avoid any hot spots, any of makeup. But if you do get a makeup, what do you do? What do you do if you get a makeup? I'm not even going to tell y'all. I know y'all know. What do y'all do? What do you do? All right. So, whoop. Oh, I feel that way too much. Tap it out. Tap it out. There we go. Yay, my girl's got it. Okay, now because I did, and you can see it. I mean, it's I mean, it's out there. Like, you know, it's strong. But why am I not worried about that right now? I'm not worried about it because I still have my foundation, okay? And even though I did contouring, I still, look at everybody answered, I love it. Tap it out, tap it out. Even though it looks a little strong, I don't worry about it because I'm now going to do my foundation. However, I think I'm going to use, let's do some blush. I'm going to do Apricot Blush. Yeah, my eyes are so dry right now. So I'm going to do a couple drops of Apricot Blush. And I'm going to do my blush first. If you're new to LUMINESS and you're new to airbrushing, our blush, super high pigmented. Ready? Super high pigment. Oh, look. My friends on YouTube got it too. They're like, tap it out, tap it out. Do blush first, then do the foundation, because you'll see how it blends everything together, okay? So if you do get contour happy, blush happy, it doesn't matter right now because I'm going to fix it. I'm going to blend it. So now I'm just adding a little bit of Apricot Blush to my cheeks, and I'm going to blow that out. I think the Apricot and maybe the natural blush doesn't bloom as much as the others. Definitely the natural doesn't. So you're a little safer with that. But the natural blush, if you don't have natural blush, you need to get that one too because it looks amazing mixed with anything. Linda, you have some allergies too? Usually my eyes are running. Now they're just dry. Why? Because they decided to be different. You know how it goes. All right, so now I'm going to use Rose foundation. Now between Rose and Silk, Silk is going to give you sheer to medium coverage, and then the Rose is going to give you full coverage, medium to full. So it is going to give you a little bit more coverage. So that would, you just need to depend on what you want. Maybe there's a need for Rose, maybe there's a need for Silk, maybe you need both. All right, so now I have my foundation. And I'm going to start one spot, doesn't matter where. Oh, Jacqueline just ordered her natural blush. You're going to love it. It's going to be great for summer. And then I'm just going over, making my passes. And then most of my coverage is in here. Plus I want to blend, make this a little bit softer. Going on my nose. Oh, I'm going to add a little bit more to make sure that's blended. Bethany asks, is the Rose Mist a primer or just a moisturizer? It's really just a moisturizer. However, I use it before too. I use it before and after. But guys, look how soft that is now. And it's not where it stands out so crazy. It's now just part of my face, part of the blending. Oh, Laverne tried it yesterday. She makes plum and natural and loved it. I love that. I love when y'all get all mixologist-y on me. All mixologist. All right, so we are done with the contouring. Now you can go back and I can highlight underneath my eyes. Now, because I use the Peach color corrector, that is going to highlight under my eyes. Now, I can highlight with glow. I can highlight with a lighter shade. I can, there's different things. I can also highlight with, if I can find it, with powders. The Cut 1 gives you that. That Cut 1 gives you highlight and contour. So you can go in to, I'm taking the lightest one and go in and just do this. And see how very subtle, but very light. Oh, I slay my contour. I love that journey for me. And so just very light. There's other places like you can go down your nose, Cupid's bow. Very, very subtle. So you can also contour on either side of the nose to make your nose look longer or shorter or whatever, thinner, whatever you need to do. Every time I talk about contouring, I always, if you want to see some amazing contour, Boy George, he's my hero. It's amazing. He does amazing, amazing contouring. So if you ever want to look at that, try it out. It's awesome. All right, now, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's do, you know, I'm going to go for the vinyls. You just know it. You know it. I want to do this. I think, do I want to do that? No. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do kind of, you know, I love the Dusty Rose lip liner. And so this is a very neutral lip liner. And our lip liners are so creamy, you can wear them at just as lips. So, aw, Bethany, look at you, you overachiever. So I'm going in and eyeline on the outside of my lip. And then I fill it in, because my biggest pet peeve is to see that real precise line, like when some of the, you know, lips rub off, like gets on my last nerve. Doing your whole lip is going to help with keeping the lip on. So it will stay a little bit longer as well. But you could wear this by itself. You could wear this and the lip jelly by itself. A lot of different ways to do it. But I'm actually going to use this bright pink, which is flamingo, which I love flamingo. See my flamingo? I'm obsessed with them. And what happens is this is not going to be as bright. So you see how doing a nude underneath it, and this, you can do this for reds, pinks, anything bright. It will tone it down. I don't like the 90s look. But see how it's not, I mean, it's bright, it's beautiful, but it's not as bright because I put more of a nude lip liner with it. So those are awesome tricks. Like if you, let's say somebody gave you a color and you're like, oh my gosh, I will never wear that because it's way too bright. Try it with a nude. Maybe don't put as much on. You could put like boop, 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 a couple of like taps on your lip and then work it in, you know, kind of bringing it around. And then that way it's not going to be as bright either. So a lot of different ways to do it. Guys, we're over on time, but I'm going to go off camera, finish my eyes with either, I don't know, I'll probably do some lashes today. You know how I love my lashes. So I'll finish with some Lash Lore to finish my look. But there you go. There is contouring for you. Oh, girl, send me a 90s picture. You send me a 90s picture and I'll look for my high school senior pictures. And we'll talk blue eyeshadow. Oh, yeah. All right. You're welcome, Shirley. Thank you for joining us. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us on YouTube and on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to us. That way it pops up when we are live. If you're on Facebook, make sure you like us as well. And that way you get to see us more. But we are here for you guys each and every day, 9:30 a.m. Central Time. And we'd love to hear from you. And if there's stuff, if you're new and there's things you want to know and see, let me know. Somebody mentioned airbrush contouring yesterday. So what do? Airbrush contouring. Bam. I mean, guys, you'll help me. I don't have to think about what I have to do. Y'all can just tell me and I'll do them. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And we look forward. Hi, Vivian. Vivian, it's okay, girl. You can come on back or watch the replay. But we're glad you made it at the very end, at least. Oh, Vivian's like, I'm working. That's okay. That's okay. You can watch the replay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a great Cinco de Mayo. Have a margarita on me. Bye, guys.